Welcome back, everybody. Let's play some more game, shall we? Should we do that? I think we shall. Okay, where were we? It was day 16, we was on our breaks, and let's make a game happen. Okay. Back to work. It's now safe to keep playing. Please insert disc 4. It's less chilly today. I mean, good. Yeah, good to know. Now let's add in a new song. Let's just mix it in there. I want to get rid of the Bass of the Titans too, because it's a little too intense for me. Let's throw in some Metropolis instead. Here we go. Jill, kid's looking for you. Aw, shit! Hi, Norma. Your eyes are enormous. Norma. Whew. You're back! Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? God, crap! I said it out loud! Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Whew. She thought it was for her. Thank me. Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol, everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. Oh, so responsible, Joe. I kind of faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me, and said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And? Well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me it would be a waste to spend money in a university just for me to not give it my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. I'm glad to hear that. And, well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right, I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. So, thank you. Hey, don't worry about it. I will leave before it's too late outside. Yeah, be careful. Oh, so sweet. Shut up. Hey, Jill, mind helping me here? Sure. Make a bleeding Jane, please. Yeah, no, on it. Do, everything's fine, not hallucinating at all. Do. Come on. Okay, yep. Thanks. Hey, Joe. Do you hate me? Hate's a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I can see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can I? You're the main character? I don't know. That's pretty good. I don't know, you're the protagonist. We can't solipsism. We can only see from your point of view. What are you? A cute girl. Kawaii ne. Right. You okay, Jill? You're making quite a lot of faces over there. Huh? Yeah, no, just remembering a funny joke I heard earlier. Could you give me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Yeah, beer for Gil. Doodly-doo, making a beer. Just doing the bartender stuff. Everything is fine, not losing my mind at all. Yeah, here's your beer. Yep, everything's good and great. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? No, I wouldn't fucking lighten up. Maybe it'll just spook me, but well, let's try. There. There what? What did you fucking do? I can't see anything. Are you sure? Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Nobody expects the Dorothy Inquisition. The Dorothy Inquisition. Get the fuck out. Get out, Dorothy. Oh, yeah, no, the UI is, like, different now. Get out of here. Oh, that's weird. Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition. I can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. The spare tongue. Honey. Hey, Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure. I'll fluff you. Let's fluff Dorothy. Put a little sauce in it. There we go. Thanks. Oh yeah, before you leave. What? Are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yeah. Sure, I'll be here then. Well, I've got things to do, so... You do? Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. You do! Huh? I sneezed. Weird sneezes. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe? Take care of Becky, please. Man, she was in a rush. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. She's gonna buy them from the internet. She's going to buy them from the internet. She'll find them, and she'll put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand. Please. Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? I am, don't worry. Just not hallucinating or anything. Hey, Jill, mind if I ask a silly question? If you're saying my clients, you can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers get on my nerves, though. Sorry. What did you want to ask? Do you know why they call them cat boomers? I mean, I guess their second set of ears look like a cat's, but the word boomer seems so out of place. Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who are called such. Oh? Yeah, let's go a bit back first. Time for some history. You know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus. Yeah, it's called the Yamazaki-Romanova treatment. Yamazaki-Romanova treatment. Or was the Romanenko-Yamada whatever. The let's call it the catification procedure. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection, which we thought was going to defeat us. Then we made this procedure for defeat us, and everything's fine. Moreover, that research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it at a critical point that could make or break the whole thing. Not to mention Zaibatsu Corporation's record of not addressing nanomachine rejection at all, and the rest of the research was funded by Mackenzie Strangovich. Was it Strangovich? Let's call him Stingodongo. Yakitori. Negitori. Anyway. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Stankovich funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as the test subjects. Of course, the experiment was a success, and the girl, Sylvia Stankovich, didn't die. She became the living testament of scientific breakthrough. Then we put her in a giant robot, and she used that giant robot to fight off some aliens that, for some reason, were really obsessed with Catholicism and their imagery. And anyway, before all that happened, the story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the media and created a weird fad, and parents made their unborn children go through catification procedure even if they had no ailments at all. And because one particular girl whose life got saved through that treatment became a media darling for a bit, and a whole generation of kids, thanks to this Dr. Dingle Dongle with the cat-like protrusions, got born. I'm sorry to say, madam, you have a cat-like protrusion. Cat-like coming out of your everywhere. A generation of parents obsessed with these cat-like features. The fad quickly passed, but the term remained in use. Eventually, cat boomer just started being used for people with the protrusions instead of their parents, and you keep calling them protrusions. Why is that? Because that's what they are? Eh? You didn't think those things on their heads are ears, right? Sure, they can be moved because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles. Thus, they can move like a cat's and react to their mood, but in the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Just like you, motherfucker! An appendage with no real function! Get out of here! It still surprises me a bit, though. The biggest mutation they get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no eyes for less intrusive procedures. You really thought they were functional ears, huh? You're a real dummy. Let's say I learned quite a bit today. Thank you. Don't worry. I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead, but I'm not gonna, so shut up. And keep in mind, I'm fucking up the terms. I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of a catification procedure. I'll keep that in mind. Look at his sexy little face, little smirky guy over here. Get out of here. Wait. What? Yeah, the guy's name was Stengovich. Stingler. Strangler. Boston Strangler. Boston Stranglovich. Boston Cream Pie. I need a pie. I just remembered Sylvia Stengovich was around my age, and when I was a teen, there were some TV specials featuring her. And I just remembered I had the biggest crush on her. Just remembered that. Now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. And did you need to shout just now? Sorry, I was lore bombing. You can't quietly lore bomb, man. You just gotta drop those things. Alright, careful out there. Sayonara. Oh my god, I need to make $3,000 so soon. Alright. I've been talking a lot with that Alma girl. Are you jealous, you dumb cat? I bet you are. I wish I hadn't spent so much money on bullshit. Oh god. Oh my god. Surviving in Glitch City. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy. Self-deprecating thread. Don't trust in white nights and to go out after 5 p.m. unless you want to get mugged or murdered. Bring a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for flour lol. Oh, I had a delicious flour lol once. Get used to eat what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months now. I guess it could be worse. Why would you come here? Visiting family, now I want to take them out. Do it while you can! Airlines are leaving the city, lol. Aw, man. Soon we'll be able to escape. Cry. Can I even get some weed in this crap hole nowhere? Alright. Weed dealers. Fantastic. BTC closing 40% of its bars in Glitch City. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City, and it looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates and the weak currency, the BTC has given the order to disband almost half its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact in our earnings, you see, and we can't continue in the red. A PR representative told the Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on one hand, thinks the BTC is just being too greedy. They make a lot of money already, and now they're crying because they can't have more. Give me a break. Wait, was that a thing about socks with sandals? Where is that shit? You wear whatever you want, baby. Just put it on your feet. Wearing socks with sandals in public is now a crime. I like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City, so long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Also, Heath, thanks for the cheer. You can wear socks with sandals if you want. Glitch City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as a punishment for using that abominable combo. But what do you think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? The blue bloods, the hoi polloi, if you will. Whatever the case, I think I'll stimply, diddly, I'll stick to the right side of the battle. And I'm sticking to the right side of the bottle. Goodbye, socks and sandals. birth rates decrease as the youth prefer Lilum company. Damn robosexuals are going to ruin our country. At the beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated as a joke. But the reality is that the convenience of these kinds of relationships have become immensely popular among Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie Mae, a 17-year-old... Annie Mae! Annie fucking Mae! Annie Mae was a mistake. Why did you do that? That's my I'm looking at you developer's voice. Face. Why? Annie Mae, a 17-year-old student, agrees with the general sentiment. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know? Yatta! You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing! Ha ha ha! Don't even get me started. It's expected that new regulations will soon be announced to address the situation vis-a-vis the old In-N-Out. But not the burger joint. You can't have In-N-Out at the In-N-Out. You'll get arrested. Especially if you try to order it at the In-N-Out. It's not that kind of burger. Alright, back to fucking work. Good evening. Hey. Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so, I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as the official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I am happy to fake helplessness. Fine, give me the list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Sweat drop. Call it a gut feeling. Oh, Nerps Mafia, I don't know if you can get in and out at the Five Guys either. Alright, who are we kidding? Five Guys is all about that in and out, but not the same in and out as the burgers. I'm talking about sex. Did you know Gil has a crush? What? A client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. How bizarre? How bizarre. She's been coming on to him for ages, and he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backward, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up, for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it? That's right! I'm the fucking smartest. Alright then, to the office I go. I'm going to the office now. Goodbye. I'm in my office. I'm closing the door. Time to mix drinks. And drown babies. I mean, change lives. Go with a crush, huh? Oh, if it isn't... Hey, Jill. Yeah, so Kiramiki, I remember... Well, Sparkle Pants here. Kiramiki is like a slightly more feminine version of Pi, pretty much. I think that's how I was doing that voice. Alright, let's try it out. Hey, Jill. Sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stalked woman incoming. The door's open. Go ahead, door to the left. Thanks. I didn't have to do that for very long. Oh, hi there. The other one, that's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? No. Where did she... Ah, the hellhole, perfect. Hey kid, I'll have the usual. Right. Huh, he remembered me after 2 weeks. Mr. Donovan's usual drink is a huge beer. J. Jonah Jameson. He's gonna... Oh, man. Mr. J. Jonah needs a Jameson. Alright. So 2, 4, 2, 4, 8. And mix. Mix. Here. This seems right. The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations, and I can't afford to be understaffed. So, I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports. Fucking Donovan, you creep. I see no difference in my feed, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? Yeah, shitty page that'll over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Yeah, of course I know. Then why not try to rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls in a non-pleasant way because I like it when people clutch me by the balls. If I give them my permission, it's called consent. Look it up. It's fucking 20xdx, everybody knows about this now. As iBot's a corporation, the company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once, and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice, and you'll find your, resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, in the best case scenarios, they're gonna buy the damn operation and keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Give me some pictures of Spider-Man! I'm glad to see this hellhole still in one piece. The BTC's been going apeshit closing bars lately. Apes do like to close bars. Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. And last week they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants on account of the chicken tender simulations. Not to mention, there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses or whatever. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me some restructuring is going to begin at the BTC after this whole thing. Man, this shit ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlet talks about that. Alright, kid, let's try a moon blast now. Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time. Fucking blast me in the moon. Give me that fucking blast. All on the rocks. Blendo. Fucking shake it up, yeah. Now, let's see what the ruckus is about. So, what, brought you here? Slightly purple guy? Alright, didn't you see a Lilum come in here? Blue hair, big fucking tits. Shit, she's the one from the Encore concert coming up. No, I definitely did not see somebody like that. Just your mustache. She'd jump on the fucking roof then. Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really. Just hitting on her, because I'm a fucking creep. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why, though? Are you that bored? Don't you have, like, a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also, hot ass and tits. Donovan, stop. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hot as fuck and curious as shit right now. These fish sticks are hard as tits. I want to know just how detailed those king-class Chia models are, personally. And so you followed her. I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. The D stands for douchebag. You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. Infidelity. Sorry, I got some normativity stuck in my throat. Yeah, he did kind of turn into Carl. Yeah, the moon rules, #1, on the side of my car. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. I'm trash, you see. So, that Lilum isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll, you know, EXPLODE, like Neo fucking Tokyo in my pants. You ever seen that movie? With the guy? The huge meat thing at that? That's my penis. Okay. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Okay, let's pile drive this mofo. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. The guy left. Oh, alright. Thank you for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you. Seems you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister is a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. How nice of you. It's nothing, really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? I'll give you something sweet. Come here. You're so cute. Miss Idol wants something sweet. Alright, sweetie pants, let's give you a sugar rush. I love giving these to people. Boom. Thank you. So, do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you. You don't say. Well, not like you'd have a chance anyway. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship. Wait, you are? It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Really? Seems like a power imbalance. We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. And the like. Sex. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, it wouldn't hurt to try. How nice? He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately. Really? Yeah, both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing. I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious, in my opinion. I have many fans doesn't sit so well. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image for me. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music? To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but the few things I've heard are really good. And not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear you subscribe to my work. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Let me see. Bitter and girly. Yeah, let's make a sunshine cloud. I think that's what she wants. Something bitter, but girly is fine too. Something tea-like. Do we actually have a tea, like a beverage? Oh wait, no, I don't. I don't have any like special. I don't have any special drinks. So let's make her something bitter and girly. So I guess there's like a special tea you can give her. But I will make her a sunshine cloud instead. Yeah, this works. Hey, you're a King Class CH-1A, right? That I am. May I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and a DFC-72? Thinking. We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that or the resilience of the DT-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. Just a little robot humor there. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. Ronan, Mad Adric. Thanks, dudes.
Our illustrious champion.
So, anything new for this concert?
Welcome home.
Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those who couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. Of course, in return, they sang Your Love is a Drug. So, you know the B-Link girls. Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their on-stage personas they are. Really? Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly, at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Huh. Hard to believe. I mean, their image is one of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me, if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so they took the opposite route by becoming kuru beauties with melancholic songs. Wait, that was me. And so they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs? I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. True, I guess. Well, I've got to go, but let's have a sparkle star first. Mr. Sparkle? Sparkling? Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Please come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. It's nice to see you. Boss! Gil's back. Taking my break. Alright. So chill. Such calmness. Let's carry on. It's now safe to keep playing. Note to self, buy oil for that door. Alright then. Gil, you're in my spot. Could you fuck off? Oh. Sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Chicken bucket! Did Boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Oh, without a doubt. Let's go with that then. Right. Weirdo. Greetings. Stella! Ah, Stella, what can I get you? I'll go with Bleeding Jane today. Bleeding Jane for little Stella. All blended. Come on, blend that shit. Blend it up, blend it up. Let's go, let's go. Come on. Here you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Say? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh. It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet, secluded. It's also clean. Really clean? Gil's the one you can know that to. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. Yeah, I see. Jill, have you heard of new gold rush in city? Gold rush? Yeah, everyone is paying small fortune to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits. I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so, I don't know, probably not. In any case, how is it a gold rush? Well, tech behind suits was always safely guarded, but after events at the bank, is not so... I'm sorry. After events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, breaking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any white knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in middle of the lynching, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some were not that lucky. They got beaten up when they were not able to move. So between suits becoming glorified paperweight and many white knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing because they're on race to reverse engineer suits and take as much technology as possible from them, build own suit, different kind of knight. And of course even single piece of armor fetch a high price these days. Could anyone see a profit from that research to justify those expenses? Is new tech, whole new field recipe ripe with the patents that open for many. I'd say probably yes? Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built on patents and trademarks. I can see how. There is one weird case, though. There is a guy named Jack. He's kept in a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique? Yeah, a guy had a really small unit. If you are knowing what I'm saying. Small unit? Yeah, 5 people, including himself, like team. Aesthetics of unit's armor was heavily modded to the point they look like squad of Henshin heroes. Hen what? Yeah, they look really goody. But it turned out the guy actually broke through software and disabled the remote switch. He is one of the few, if not only, suits of armor with operating system intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be understandment? An understandment. Hey, you, me and this guy, we got an understandment. Oh, he's a beautiful dress, very understanded. You know a lot about this. Is the interesting amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kind in same place. It also helps to put on front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. True? True? Wait. Here is a freebie. Fun fact. Cody12313 is a great person for subscribing. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no trace. Like splatter of person inside, but regulation and law did not allow that kind of technology near a civilian. I guess even Zaibatsu Corp has its limits. People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corp because, let's face it, they are far from innocent, but they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're a big corporation, so what if they are removing audio jack from telephone? Is not worst crime. They just so happen to have control over what tantamounts to city-state, like Venice. But corporations naturally resort to draconian methods. His word means like dragon. Corporations breathe fire, is what I'm saying. I'm hearing horror stories from people outside the city trying to use a product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you're in for lots of trouble. And let's not start with theme parks or the like. They are a dystopia of their own. Well, then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyway. He's just a front that whatever council Zaibatsu Corp chooses. He is making fool of himself, and attention is taken away from whatever it is Zaibatsu Corp is actually doing. Quincy is like they say Tom Ford is a large man smoking crack and then dying as mayor. You are remembering? It's the same thing, buffoon. Yeah. So, what you're saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park. Yeah, I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in past, so yeah, it's Paul Blart-esque. Huh. No, seriously, hen what? Can I get the Brantini here, please? Sure, let's give her a Brantini. Here you go. Yeah, thank you. So, I take it you're in a good mood today? Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kiramiki Encore concert. Nice. Oh, right, as it turns out, she was just here. Again? Hey, sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. Yeah, I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name, though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person are actually true? Amazing. Most of the time, people on internet you think are, oh, must be nice, are total asshole in person. You hate them. Is it not good? I mean, you always want famous people to be nice in real life, but having such backing to the claim, to hear she's so nice to everyone, is nice to hear, you know? In fact, many people think that is what made her famous so quick. How she is down to earth and totally accessible, marking her as someone, you know, to be rooting for. Yeah, I see. I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although, to be honest, I've never really put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care much. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in boardroom doesn't mean being ass. And he's actually managed to get certain contracts over other more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overalls. His nice pair of denim, you know, with straps, nice guy overalls, he wears them all times. That sounds like good advice. But more importantly, Daddy? Yeah. Do you really believe me saying she's just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks? I guess? That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? Yes, my dad always has unit keeping an eye on me from distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and cap. I see. I wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Say on her wounds. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and we shouldn't abuse that. Hey, can you get me a classic drink? Some classic drinks, huh? Oops, no, classic, here we go. But a beer. Beer's a classic, that'll go great with whatever the fuck you just drank. Thank you. I think you should know about this. About what? Say, told me about your, you know, your eye. Oh, that's, yeah, I knew. You did? Yes, they told me. I'm alright, don't worry. Still, that was quite the, I mean... Damn. We all have our own share of painful stories. I might be just as shocked hearing something from you. I've gotten over it, but every time someone brings attention to my eye, it's starting to hurt. And the tech and the replacement is good enough, but remembering it hurts a bit. Well, that sucks. Still, she also told you about that, Virgilio guy. Did she not? You know him? Virgilio Armando did not net any results, but after digging deeper we found another name. Timothy Mercury, branded traitor after killing a fellow White Knight. Declared missing in action. Ah. Seems like a guy knew how to hide himself. So what are you gonna do? At the very least, seek him to thank him. Is the least I can do. Wait. Huh? I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would that be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyway? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but that would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. Well, it's not? Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable, they never patented anything. A patent would be in the database, someone could hack and retrieve valuable information from, so not to mention they have been using tech from other companies without any authorization, and no patent registry in the right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside one of those suits, so the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are by all means illegal. The irony runs deep. Like ancient river. Somewhere in Russia, but I can't think of Russian river right now. Never mind. Why do it though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power make you think you're above every law there is. And this city's what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious though. You ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? Yeah, I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point in our lives. Yes, the Volga. Thank you, Greenview. Well, Jill, like the mighty river Volga, I have to go. Always pleasure. Please come again. No, hello. You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy. Something I will fight to uphold? First the greeting stop, then saying please and thanks stops, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy. You're exaggerating. I am not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary. Over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping. Rapping at my chamber door. 'Tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. You overdid it. You totally overdid it, quoth the bartender. I did not. So, you like poetry? I had a phase. Can I get you something? See, the thing there, in case you're not familiar, was the poem The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. And it's about someone named Lenore. Lost Lenore, no less, which is the name of Jill's former girlfriend, who's now dead. That's why she likes that poem. Let's start with a big cobalt velvet. Big cobalt velvet. Boom. Drank it. Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. She probably liked the poem before her ex died, is all I'm saying. Huh? Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells? Wow, you went pale. No, the name doesn't ring any bells. Ring your own bells. Get out of here. Go ring a bell. May 22nd. Today my daily card readings told me I'd meet great change thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I'd been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill. I made sure to delete that blog! Oh, no evidence should be left! I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have that stuff archived. Why? Oh god, why? Sheesh, relax, it's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill. Relax. God, it's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? Gods, no. I gave up on the whole occult stuff. Hide my pentagram necklace. Yeah, no, blessed be or whatever. Get out of here. It's just that remembering all that stuff is, I don't know. I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with a rare accessory popping out thanks to the colors. Oh my god, it's me. At least you had the decency to use makeup and, like, take care of yourself. So you have a pic. Show me, show me, show me. I want to see it. Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out the sins of my past? Why? I was, like, bored, okay? Last Friday, I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a little background check on you, because I'm totally not good at boundaries. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity, looking at your porno history, and, you know, credit card statements and stuff. Please don't run background checks like that. I just use a search engine, you know, I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to the page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? You dumbass. Oh, that's... Like I said, relax. You're obsessed with occultism. I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kind of almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask, though, why the 69? 69, dudes! It was supposed to be 6'9", not 69, like in reference to both the lovers and the hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Jill, there's nobody who would read that as 6'9". I was 12 at the time. God. Even at 12, I fucking knew what a 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten things up a bit. I'll have a sugar rush. I'm gonna poison you. Let's see, where's the poison? Do-do-do-do-do, a little cyanide rush. Blink, bonk. Now, are you gonna get killed by this? I hope so. And then maybe I'll drink one and we'll both be dead. There you go! Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like, if we can change the subject dramatically very quickly right now? That's sudden. You dug through my past, I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine, fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing. Yeah. Huh. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends, I'd describe as such, that I've introduced my family and whatever. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight and me just saying, keep the fucker. Go, girl. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit, and before you know it... Anyway. The other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married only after half a year or so of knowing him. And then there's Richard. Who? I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well. We had awesome chemistry. I truly loved him or whatever. But as time went on, there was a rift that started separating us. You see, I like rifts. He didn't. Ultimately, he proved to be the smarter one. Rifts is terrible. Suck it, Kevin Symbieta. Your game is bad. He just didn't like my family. He didn't? Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that just wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, he'd change his mind. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. And at one point I had to break up with Richard. Goodbye forever, Dick. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will you? Liquor before beer, you're in the clear, except that it's all the same shit, so whatever. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention it. Okay. One more question, and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed that blog, huh? Sure, ask away. At what age did you get those implants avec les boobs? Jill, I love you, and I know you're saying that in jest, but I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery. I can't and I won't take it as a joke. As such, in honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. Now ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one, and only one chance, to call me by my full name, as compensation. I gladly take your offer. It's funny you mentioned slapping, because my real question is, why'd you get your hands chopped? Terrible slap chop incident. Chopped. Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first is that I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. I just had my carpal tunnels removed. There's other utilities, like how I can interface with many devices. Also, hand jobs are super fast now. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. There's lots more, but they're small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. How'd your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. Gross, right? Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. The other one was this hacker chick in Tokyo whose hand got cut off completely. It was a mess. I mean, implants aren't everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment, it would, like, totally pass off his original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. And you didn't tell anyone's mom about that. I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So, are we, like, cool now? Are we even now? Are we? You're pretty pissed about my comment regarding les boobs. Again, I'm sorry, it sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, like, don't worry about it. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once. Ah, now you don't. Huh? Why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance? Only one chance. And you just used it. Oh, damn it. Surprise. Hey, Alma, this might be a bit weird, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey. Not particularly, no. Although, there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death and then acted as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. The result would basically be an image not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because the nanomachine density is impossible in the body. Even like 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still an interesting read, though. I see. Huh. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you convinced yourself you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow. Bye. All done? I am. What about you, Gil? For some reason the idol girl left him like that, it seems. You think? It might have been a while. It might have been while he was out. True. Hey, boss, you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am. Yeah, why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? Sorry, 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. Hiccups. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you'd solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but... No, seriously, 8th grade what? But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show, it just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Huh. I think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble. Oh well. Wait, what? Come here, fuckboy. Fuckboy! Ah! 8th grade what? Oh my god, I made enough money and I didn't have to go to the foreclosure zone! We did it! Ah, we paid the rent! Ah, fuck! I need a break. Do you need a break? You need a break too. Alright, take a break. Thanks for coming, everybody. Stick the fuck around. More fuckboy suplex when we come back.